asked on that game-winning goal, kind of what was the plan there? Was it just kind of just a spur of the moment thing with you and Xander, or was it, kind of just methodically done?
Yeah, that was pretty spur of the moment. Lance got it around, I kind of let it go to Lance. Pass got down, I kind of let it go to Lance. I had a feeling he was going to give it back to me, and then when I went to stuff it, I tried to just make it look like I was going far side and sneaking the 5-hole, and it snuck through.
For both of you, setting an attendance record 2 nights in a row, what does it mean to be part of that and also playing in that environment? Because that's a big energy boost, obviously. So.
Yeah, it's really special. I mean, we know we have the best fans in college hockey, and honestly, maybe even hockey. I mean, the turnout's always fantastic. I think we kind of had a sneaky suspicion that on whiteout weekend we maybe would get a pretty good crowd, but the fact that it was both nights, it was really special.
Yeah, I mean, backing off on him, it's always fun to play in front of that crowd. We kind of knew, we were like making jokes about it, maybe we break it back to back, but we all kind of knew it was going to happen. And yeah, when we stepped on the ice in the first period, we were like, all right, yeah, this is it.
Danny, playing on that top line, Coach said last night, out of the last 5 games, Danny's been our guy the last, probably 3. For you, what's kind of your confidence level right now in the game, and just how you're playing really well, and how's it going?
Yeah, thank you. My confidence level right now is at its highest, I think. I'm playing with 2 great guys, Tor Linden and Ashton Calder. It's not that hard to play with them, but yeah, in the corners and making more difficult plays, I'm starting to get better at that. And all I have to do is really give it to both of them, or they give it to me, and then we kind of like piggyback off each other. So it's fun to play with them.
The saying goes, feel good, play good. Did it, the new jerseys or the new sweaters kind of just add to the, extra motivation of feeling good and, playing better?
Yeah, I think there's always some extra motivation with whiteout weekend because we know the atmosphere somehow gets better than it already is every game. But the jerseys, they did a great job designing them. And yeah, I definitely say, like you said, look good, feel good, play good. I think they had a little extra kick with the new jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even see the jerseys until you guys saw them, so it was a surprise for us as it was for you guys. So we didn't have the inside scoop, and we were kind of mad about that.
You guys outshot Notre Dame both nights. What do you think the biggest difference between your play tonight versus yesterday was?
I don't know if there's a crazy big difference, honestly. I think we're pretty happy with how we played both nights. I think it's hockey, it's a game of bounces, and I think that we got a couple bounces our way. I mean, I think Sully played great both nights. I think overall as a team we played well both nights, and like that's just hockey. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't, and luckily we have more of them tonight.
You guys have been, this question's for both of you, you guys have been forechecking with a purpose the last couple of nights. Is that something that you're working on in practice? Is coach kind of harping that? And how do you look to keep being successful using the forecheck?
Well, I knew that if we get on their defense, like as fast as we could, they're always going to give the puck up to us. It wasn't a big surprise to us when we first did it in the first game, and we knew that if we just forechecked and kept it going on their defensemen all game, we would have got puck backs. We would have got the puck back a lot, and that's what happened. I mean, even in the first game when we were doing it, we had the puck most of the time, and it was easy to play like that if you wanted to play like it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of our identity. We like to play fast. We like to be aggressive, and part of that's being hard on the forecheck. We got little rugrats like Dan coming in on the forecheck and winning the pucks. So we have guys all on the same page that all want to go and get the puck to score goals. Usually works out pretty well.
Christian, you had a scoring opportunity that you were tripped up on, no call. And then obviously you got the game-winning goal. Was there extra motivation after being tripped up with that no call? Playing with a little more energy or boost?
No, I think that when you see a chance like that happen, you get just an extra step, not necessarily because he tripped me, but just seeing that you get a chance like that, I think kind of sparked me a little bit more. And then like I said, I think our line was doing really well. We were generating a lot of chances, and we just had to wait for one of them to go in.
There was definitely some extra animosity this weekend, and after last night's game, guys said, I hope tomorrow night the guys can, commit less mental mistakes and, stay more true to, Penn State hockey per se. How do you guys feel like you did tonight? There were a couple of instances where you found yourselves on the penalty kill, and you did have to commit more penalties than
I think we did a fairly good job. I don't think it was perfect. I think we, like you said, we definitely had some penalties that we weren't happy about, and a couple of plays we weren't happy about. But it's hockey, and we're going to play a perfect game. But I think we know that we're a really good team, and if we're losing, we're probably beating ourselves. So as much as we can limit that, we're going to try to do it.
After Mac's goal, after you guys were trailing through that first period, after Mac got that first goal, put you guys back on the board, evened it out, how did the energy change? Did you guys kind of just get an adrenaline rush, the roar zone? How did it all kind of start to come together after that?
I mean, it's always fun when we score. The atmosphere is amazing, especially tonight during the whiteout. It was, I couldn't hear much on the bench myself, but it's always awesome when someone scores, and you just get that extra feeling, extra boost to go out there and do the same thing because you want to do that. And yeah, I mean, every time we score, it's awesome. So, and everyone else wants to do it, so we just try to go out and do the same thing.
In that second period, it looked like you guys were going to be trailing going into the third, but just under the 2-minute mark, Connor McEachern scored that snipe shot from the point. What was the message in the locker room at intermission to just say, is this something, like, we can do this, like, we're coming back?
Yeah, I think that goal was huge because, like you said, we would have went in trailing, which definitely would have been a way different situation, a kind of different feel in the locker room. I mean, that line, there's 3 special players. They always seem to step up when we need it the most. So it was really helpful, and I think that we all just knew we played a good first game. We were playing a good 2 periods that just had to trust our game, like I said, not beat ourselves and just stick to our identity, and that we'd end up winning the game.
This question's for both of you. Up and down the roster, everyone was going, everyone was buzzing tonight. I use the word juice, everybody was juiced up. How does it make you feel when the guy next to you and the guy down the line is going as hard as you're going? How does that give you confidence, or how does it make you feel on the bench?
Okay. Yeah, it makes you feel really good. I mean, I think a big thing coach has been preaching this year is that we got a really deep team. We got, I mean, I don't know exactly how many guys are on the roster, but every single guy is a great hockey player. And no matter what guys we send out on the ice or put in the lineup, we know that we got a really strong team. And so we're just really happy to see everyone contributing. I mean, like you said, Simon had the first goal. I think guys get a little extra happy when we see Doc score. And just up and down the lineup, guys are making great plays, and it definitely just kind of adds to the energy on the team.
A couple more questions for the boys.
I mean, this is hockey related, but Christian, are we going to get an analysis tonight of game-winning goal or not?
Yeah, I try to keep it away from the college where I'm playing at, but I usually take breaks on the weekend, so maybe starting Monday we'll get some extra analysis.
Final question for the boys. All right, thanks, boys.
Thank you guys.